Riley Gaines slammed the Biden administration as former NCAA swimmer Lia Thomas backed the bill to amend Title IX to bar states from banning transgender students from competing against the same gender they identify as. Thomas, who created a firestorm in women's swimming when she won an Ivy League and NCAA championship competing against biological women, expressed her support for the Title IX changes in a video tweeted by Gaines. The former standout swimmer from Kentucky has been at the forefront of the fight to keep women's sports equal as the debate rages over whether transgender females should be allowed to compete against biological women. Under the guise of competitive fairness? Are you really trying to say you would have won a national title against the men? Does it not break your heart to see women lose out on these opportunities? Gaines wrote in a tweet. The Biden admin's proposed bill denies science, truth, and common sense. This take is selfish and shows an utter disregard for women. The Biden administration is actively and aggressively working to pass laws that erase decent and fair treatment for women in sports. At POTUS. Gaines' latest criticism came after the White House vowed to veto a bill that would prevent biological males from participating in women's sports should it pass both houses of Congress. The Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act, or H.R. 734, was introduced by Rep. Greg Steube, RFLA, and is expected to come to a vote on the House floor sometime this week. The administration strongly opposes House passage of H.R. 734, the White House said in a statement. For students nationwide, participating in sports and being part of a team is an important part of growing up, staying engaged in school, and learning leadership and life skills. H.R. 734 would deny access to sports for many families by establishing an absolute ban on transgender students, even those as young as elementary schoolers, playing on a team consistent with their gender identity. The statement accused politicians of dictating a one-size-fits-all requirement that forces coaches to remove kids from their teams, and argued transgender youth across the country were already facing a mental health crisis. It claimed such a law was unnecessary, and that it hurts families and students. Discrimination has no place in our nation's schools or on our playing fields. Instead of addressing the pressing issues that families and students face today, such as raising teacher pay, keeping guns out of schools, addressing the mental health crisis our youth face, and helping students learn and recover academically from unprecedented disruptions, congressional Republicans have instead chosen to prioritize policies that discriminate against children, the White House said. If the president were presented with H.R. 734, he would veto it, it added.